In this video, I'm going to show you how you can learn programming fast during the summer to become a programmer. Now, when you're a new programmer with no programming experience before, the first thing you need to ask yourself is, which one of the programming languages do I want to learn? Let's analyze what makes a certain programming language beginner friendly. It should be simple to type, easy to understand, and have multiple use cases. Because of this, in my recommendation, I recommend that you learn Python or HTML and CSS in the beginning. Which one should you pick? Well, it comes down to this question. Are you more interested in web development or creating other applications and programs? If you are interested in web development and want to know how to create websites, you will want to learn HTML and CSS first. If you are interested in learning about creating applications, such as game development or software development, then you should learn Python first. Now that you picked one of the options, we then need to find a course provider in the beginning. For HTML and CSS, I would recommend heading over to this video called Learn HTML5 and CSS3 from Scratch, full course from freecodecamp.org. Now, before you watch the video, there is 3 things you should know. Number 1, do not just watch the video. You need to also type out the code yourself. This is very important because you won't learn how to program just by watching a tutorial. You need to actively type the code out yourself in order to understand the concepts. Because of that, for number 2, you will need an IDE. And IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment, and this is what you would type your code in to run the program. Since the HTML and CSS tutorial that I showed you uses Visual Studio Code, you will want to go download Visual Studio Code before you start watching the video. And for number 3, you do not need to watch the entire tutorial in 1 or 2 days. Ideally, however, you will want to finish it in a few days. The reason being is that you want to have time to understand and absorb the concepts that you recently learned it, and you don't want to rush things too quickly. If you want to learn Python, then you want to head over to this video called Learn Python, full course for beginners tutorial from freecodecamp.org. Again, just like for learning HTML and CSS, same 3 principles should be applied if you are learning Python. Number 1, do not just watch the video, you need to also type out the code yourself. Number 2, you need an IDE. I recommend that you download PyCharm, which is also the same one that is used in the video. And number 3, don't try to finish the tutorial in a day or 2. Try to pace yourself to finish it in a few days while also at the same time understanding and absorbing the concepts. After you are done with the videos, you will want to work on some projects. Initially, when you are just starting off, you will want to follow along on some projects to get a hang of it. For HTML and CSS, you will want to head over to this video called HTML and CSS Project Tutorial, Build a Recipes Website by freecodecamp.org. For Python, you will want to head over to this video called 5 Mini Python Projects for Beginners by Tech with Tim. Just like before, the same 3 principles need to be applied. Download the IDE, follow along and type the code out, and don't try to finish the projects in 1 or 2 days. Beginner projects usually take at least a few days to finish. Working on projects is really important because they will demonstrate what programmers do on a daily basis. You will also use the skills that you learned to work on challenges that you come across, further your understanding of the programming language. What projects should you work on yourself? Well, there are many options that you can think of. For HTML and CSS, you can create completely different websites about topics you like. For example, it could be about something like photography or sports. For Python, you could create other games that you might have played it before, like Connect 4. You can create applications like your own calculator or a password generator. Anyways, this is Easy Syntax showing you how to learn programming during the summer. Thank you for watching.